twisting it, turning it, turning the piles. So that starts there and goes all the way down to that white tower. Those are all bricks of compost, okay, that are turned every 24 hours over a period of time. And the internal temperature of those bricks gets to be 140, 160 degrees.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the first step in the compost process of what we consider pasteurization, because we're basically killing all of the bacteria.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So our goal is to kill the bad stuff and allow enough of the good flora to be there to be able to generate a mushroom.
Absolutely.
Okay? So then it goes through there, it goes into a series of rooms to where trays are filled, and then the trays are actually going into pasteurization chambers where we hit them again with a higher heat, okay? And there, we have to get to a certain temperature.
So 140 and then 160,
in the pasteurization chambers, it's a algorithm that time and temperature, right? So if you can do 140 for 4 hours, or you can do 160 for 2 hours.
I see.
It depends on, again, how quickly do we need the compost, and energy costs, right? And so then the trays are filled, and then the trays are taken into the growing rooms, and there's growing rooms down the hillside, 4 levels over here. You can see 2 levels over here, and then these long buildings we grow on this level. Mainly we grow portobellas, and what we call baby bellas or carnitas.
Oh yes, I love those.
So that's this operation, and then that's where we came in and we met in the conference room down there. So the back end of that building is our receiving dock and receiving cooler, and then in the middle 2/3 of that building is our packing line. So we do all of our bulk and pre-pack, the tills that we produce, and then the front end is the shipping cooler, and so we harvest 365 days a year. We pack 363 days a year. I think we try
Christmas and New Year.
We try to back off on Easter and Christmas.
Okay.
We do work on New Year's.
So the area, the facility here have about 700 plus employees.
700 teammates,
Wonderful.
and we're probably 175 to 200 harvesters, probably 75 to 150 grower teammates, and then packing, logistics, maintenance. You name it. I mean, everything associated with it.
So with all the facility in the world, or
Roughly
all the places, 4,000 employees.
Teammates. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So we're
That's a blessing.
machine.
Yeah.
So
I love how you keep using teammates. I love that terminology.
Pardon me?
I love how you keep using teammates
Yeah.
as the terminology.
That's our. We learned a long time ago, and Shaw's the champion of this. He believes in his people, and he knows that although he had a hand in things, he couldn't have done it without the teammates at all of our facilities.
Yeah.
So he established 30 years ago a scholarship program. So over the last 30 years, he's donated over $4 million for teammates, kids and grandkids to further their education.
Right. That's awesome.
And the cool thing is we probably got 30 of them, 40 of them that now work for the company.
My daughter received one of those from my father-in-law's. Now he's works for an architecture firm out in Orange County, and again, they're a Korean-owned company, and they believe highly in education, paying it forward, but to the family members of the workers. So it was really cool to see that the granddaughter of my father-in-law. So it wasn't one of us; it was actually my daughter who received the award. How cool is that?
It is really cool.
Yeah,
it's beyond cool.
So that's great.
And again, we've got in this facility, there's probably I know we've got 3 generations of families of family members that are working here,
Very.
and that's not uncommon. And our average, so 4,000 teammates, average tenure is 20 years.
Wonderful.
Okay.
In Mexico too, right?
4,000 teammates,
Yeah.
20 years. I mean, I mean,
That says a lot.
I tell people that, they
It's,
go, "Oh, that's bullshit."
actually.
That can't
It's
be
a lot
right.
about the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is about the culture of the
Yeah.
company.
Yeah. So he walks.
Testament to
Comes
it.
from the top down too.
Absolutely.
Pardon me?
right.
Comes from the top down.
Exactly.
Well, I can tell in just that short period of time of meeting him, that absolutely rings true with his personality and everything.
Yeah.
He's,
Very
reason
humble.
for it.
Humble.
He is
but,
very-
uh,
Very nice man.
open to listening to
Yeah.
other things.
oh sure. Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I'm telling you, he. You know, there's days I think, man, he's seen it all and he's heard it all,
Yeah.
but he still wants to listen.
His mind's always
Okay.
working.
Yeah.
It's always working. Not that he
and
sleeps.
yeah, I don't think he sleeps much. But so, Mike, how old is Shaw?
77.
Wow.
77 years
I don't
old.
believe
Good for 77.
Yeah, incredible.
Wow.
He says he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, that is great. Good for him.
Yeah,
40
so-
Good for him. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a force of nature. So,
That's great.
And maybe with some of this medicine that we're coming up with, we
Yeah,
can
we
all,
need to get
we can all be
some
so fortunate
glutathione,
too.
some
Maybe
wireless.
it'll
Yeah.
roll back the clock a
I'm
little
telling
bit.
you, on the glutathione, if you can get samples,
Yeah,
he's into
absolutely.
it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can build
because
well.
he does
Yeah,
have
me
some.
and you know the doctor here will be talking with him tomorrow.
Yeah,
So we'll,
that'd be
Oh, I ought to
awesome.
bring my list of questions.
Yeah. But that was good.
It was
And
perfect.
again, this was a great. We want to go in the room, but that 20 minutes we spent is going to pay dividends for
Absolutely.
a lot of opportunities in the future.
Okay.
So
And we'll make sure that
Yeah.
you're part of that team.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're a team.
We're
well, again,
looking
we
at
like
all-
to surround ourselves with good people,
Yeah.
you know, especially humanitarian type people.
Correct.
I mean, Alan is a perfect example. A lot of his people he's associated with.
Right, right.
The work
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
met several of them too. It's been fun.
Yeah, one of our younger brothers, he had a adopted mom. She just passed away at 83, but
Ah.
she is one of the most generous heart. He has over 40,000 employees in Vietnam.
Wow.
She treats them like a family,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know,
It's-
and she teach him that, you know, the richest person is not the money you have, but how you give back to humanity.
yeah,
People
exactly.
that you work
Exactly.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that that's what you guys are about too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Well, let's walk.
with. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, put your hands back.